Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back to today's lesson. After completing 3 lessons from prose and 3 poems from poetry, let us go to section number 3 and the first chapter from section 3 is summary writing. Let us talk about summary writing today. Summary writing is definitely not new to you. We already talked about it in 11th standard. And writing a summary is an integral part of our education, because whenever you read anything, whenever you learn anything, when your teacher teaches you something, you understand it and make a note of it. And when you write it in a proper manner, it becomes summary writing. But when we are talking about this particular stage of 12th standard, summary writing is described at higher level. So let us see what the textbook says regarding writing a summary. As you know, before going into the topic, there are some icebreakers. Under icebreakers, we have 2 sections. The first one is, to summarize means. What do you mean by summarizing? To summarize means to recapitulate the main points in selection. The answer is B. So you have a small definition for summarizing. To summarize means to recapitulate, to remember once again the main points of an extract, the selected topic. It may be in the form of spoken or written. And under second activity under icebreakers, there are various ways of incorporating other writers. Incorporate is to explain in our own way. That is incorporation. So there are various ways of incorporating other writers' works into your own writing. They differ according to the closeness of your writing to the source writing. Match the ways of writing in brief given in column A with their description in column B. When you are writing a summary, when you understand something, when you understand a writer and interpret it in your own way, there are different ways. There are different techniques. Here is a list of a few techniques. They are under column A and the description is given in column B. Let us try to match them, right, and try to understand what is the difference. What are those different styles of writing in interpretation? Explaining something written by some writer or speaker. We have summarizing. Number 2, paraphrasing. Number 3, précis writing. Number 4, quoting. Number 5, editing. Number 6, gist writing. In one way or other, All these are writing something in a shorter form. So let us try to combine those and let us talk about all these things. First one is summarizing. To match it, you have to define, you have to describe as given under D. For summarizing D, the explanation is it includes taking broader segment of the source and condensing it slightly. Condensing, cutting short. So how summarizing is defined? Summarizing is defined as it includes taking broader segment of the source and condensing it slightly. Okay. So you are to take the important points and you are to cut short it a little bit and make a note of it. Okay, that is about summarizing. Now coming to second one, paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is defined as it includes main ideas into one's own words. Comparing to summarizing, paraphrasing is clear description of what you understood about particular topic. Okay. You write it in your own words. You know, we paraphrase a poem. You read the poem, you write it, you understand it, and you write it in your own words. Okay. Condensing is not important in paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is something where you describe what you understand clearly in your own words. That is the difference between summarizing and paraphrasing. Coming to précis writing. Précis writing is defined as under A, it includes not just main idea but every detail expressed clearly and to the point. Okay. Again, précis writing is you understand something and you cut it to one third. You cut it to one third. Okay, right. For example, a matter is there of about 100 words. You have to write it in around 35 to 40 words. 30% you have to reduce. Around 30 words or so. Okay. Again, you express your understanding in about one third, that is précis writing. And coming to quoting F. It must be identical to the original and match the document word by word. You know, you write quotations. For example, when you take the example of Vivekananda's quoting Vivekananda's quote about education, Vivekananda says education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. So education is the manifestation of perfection in man. See, these are the original words spoken by Vivekananda. So we write those words as it is. That is quotation writing. And for example, if you take the example of Mahatma Gandhi, they say Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. Okay, right. And Gandhi says, education is all-round development of a child. These are the quotations. Now coming to editing, what do you mean by editing? Again, that is also here writing something in shortcut, but we make certain corrections in it. Under editing, we say it includes selection of proper lines from the given text to the correction, condensation, organization. We correct certain things in the extract, we cut it short, that what we call condensation, and we reorganize it in a proper manner. That is how editing is done. Last one, 6, gist writing. Under gist writing, it includes most essential part or the crux of the matter. crux. Crux means basic, central points. Under gist writing, right, we take important or crux. Crux means basic ideas, central ideas, most important. Under gist writing, you take down the most important part of the extract. So, summarizing, paraphrasing, precis writing, quoting, editing, gist writing. Okay. See, I've explained all these things to you, and under the assignment I will send it to you. Listen once or twice or thrice and match them. Okay. So this is about summarizing, okay, and other writing in a shortcut manner. These are about the icebreakers. Now, it means after completing the icebreakers, it is very clear that now we are going to talk about summary writing. Summary writing is one of the most important writing skills, okay, particularly at the higher level of education. And we have summarizing as writing skill for 4 marks in the examination. So the writer is going to talk about summary writing. Okay. So now we can go to what the writer wants to add regarding summary writing. This is from page number 135. Let's go to page number 136. Shakespeare, father of English drama, we can say. He talks about, he quotes, brevity is the soul of wit. It means that it's like a maxim. Maxim is a proverb. Maxim is a moral statement. William Shakespeare says, brevity is the soul of wit. What does it mean? Your intelligence lies in how you can condense matter, how in a shortcut, how in limited words you express your ideas so clearly that the other person can understand it. Selection of words and quick transfer of information in a clear manner is the ability of an intellectual. Okay. So, to explain once again, according to Shakespeare, an intellectual can explain the important things in a shortcut manner, in a condensed manner, very clearly, right? And other person can easily understand it. So that is the importance of summarizing. Okay. So it is relevant of speaking as well as writing. Brevity or concisation is the cutting out the unnecessary words while conveying an idea. Its aim to enhance communication by eliminating redundancy without omitting important information. Redundancy means needless repetition of language, unwanted, unnecessary repetition. Okay. So, brevity or concisation is cutting out unnecessary words while conveying an idea, right? It aims to enhance communication by eliminating redundancy without omitting important information. So the technique of summary writing remains in a particular manner that you are not going to lose any important point, and at the same time you are not going to use any unwanted information. Okay, needless repetition. You are not going to add any needless information in a language, but at the same time you are not going to miss any important point, any main idea. That is the technique of writing summary. Writing is one of its kind that has been described as one of the elementary requisite towards the development of language skills. It is important to be brief in writing expression. To express in brief, the main point of a written record is the summary writing skill, and that can be developed by practice. So, reading something, understanding something, make note of important points, selection of important points, omitting unwanted part, and rewriting it in a proper manner. All these things require lot of practice. Techniques are there, but unless you practice again and again, more and more, you will not go near to perfection. It is as if learning driving a vehicle, a car. Okay, you may get knowledge about driving a car in a day, but if you want perfection, you need to practice more. Summarizing has a definite purpose. The purpose of a summary is to give the reader a clear, objective picture of the original text. Most importantly, summary restates only the main point of a text or a lecture without giving examples or details such as dates, numbers, and statistics. So, to conclude in a short manner, summary is to make note of important points and avoiding unwanted things like dates, examples, statistics, and all these things. It means that while writing a summary, you need not take much care about the data, statistics, examples. Anyway, in short, there are certain do's and don'ts while writing a summary. What are those? First, do's. What you have to do while writing a summary? Read and reread the passage. Read the passage once, twice, thrice, again and again, so that you can understand actually what the writer wants to say. Unless you understand clearly, you cannot write them in your own words. So that is why first thing is read and reread until you understand it clearly. Second, understand. And third, read instructions. While writing a summary, what assignment is given, what the person, the examiner, who wants to examine our skill of summary writing is expecting from us. So try to understand what is the instruction given. Find exactly what you need to summarize. So that is again what you want to summarize. What are important points, what are not important. What you have to take and what you should not take. Come to a decision by yourself. Identify the main idea through the process of asking questions. When you read something, you ask yourself what is important, why it is important, how many points are there, how to mention them, what is its order. So ask yourself a few questions, what, why, and how, so that by asking questions you get clear idea about the extract. connect the sentences using linkers. Whenever you write sentences, there must be linkers. What do you mean by link? We must relate first sentence with the second sentence with the third sentence. Okay. These are the linkers. If you write every sentence in an individual manner, now without linking, for example, and is there, but is there, because, after, before, right, meanwhile, this kind of words link sentences so that you will find a sort of unity in them. So, use linkers. Okay. And remove redundant words and sentences from key sentences. Redundant, once again, redundant is there, right? Redundant, needless repetition of language. Remove unwanted sentences, needless sentences. Omit, avoid details, avoid your own interpretation. Under any circumstances, you are not expected to write your opinion to it. Okay, your interpretation has no importance. You are not expected to include anything, so that is why write, avoid your interpretation. These are about what you have to do. And don't, you should not do certain things. Now what are those? Include all important points. Exclude, don't avoid any important point. Number third, add, don't add your own opinion. Right? Comment, don't comment anything. And give examples. Right? Don't give examples. Under don't, right, you should not include unnecessary points. Okay. Then you should not exclude important points. You should not add any new point. You should not comment, because personal opinion has no part in summary writing. And don't give examples. These are about do's and don'ts. Okay. I'll send you the pics of this page number 135 and 136. Right. Read them. And while reading, while listening to, while watching to the video, in answers are also explained under icebreakers. Try to complete that assignment of completing icebreakers on page number 135. And, that is meant for assignment. Okay. This is all about summary writing. Let's continue the next part of summary writing in the next class. Okay. Bye. Have a nice day.